Hey guys, Hades here. I just wanted to do a quick lesson on gerunds and infinitives. This is part of a larger lesson, Random 2. If you're interested in other stuff I do there, there's some vocabulary as well in that, and we discuss weapons, and also there's some quotations if you're interested in that. Otherwise, let's just get on with this grammar thing. Now, we are talking about gerunds and infinitives, but in order to do that, quickly we got to talk about some other parts of speech. So, what is a noun? What is a verb? What is a gerund? What is an infinitive? Okay, quickly, for just at least for noun and verb. A noun is a person, place, thing, or idea. A verb is an action word. Usually, as there are verbs that don't represent action, we call these auxiliary verbs. Okay, you probably already knew that already. Let's get into the gerunds. A gerund is a verb acting as a noun, sort of. A gerund may seem like a verb, but is actually representing a noun. All right, let's look at how we do this. Let's take a verb, so we'll grab the word walk. Add ing. Now the gerund is walking, because when it's used, it's behaving like a noun, not a verb, once you add that ing to it, right? It's now a gerund, more like a noun than a verb. The verb in the following sentences is not walking, right? John is walking. The verb in that sentence is, not walking, right? John likes walking. Likes is the verb. Walking is not a verb anymore, right? We can replace that with a noun, right? John likes food, right? So these gerunds are not, they're not verbs anymore. They're much more like nouns. An infinitive is basically a verb with the word to in front of it. It is similar to a gerund because it changes into something similar to a noun. Sometimes they can be used the same way. I love walking. I love to walk. Those are the same things. You'll see sometimes we can only use one or the other of them, but often they will mean the same exact thing. I love walking means the same thing as I love to walk. Then if we look at that picture on the right, I like learning. Really? I like to learn too. That means the same thing. But sometimes they can have different meanings, right? Let's look at these next two. I never remember to lock the door. I never remember locking the door. Those do not mean the same thing. What's the difference? Okay, let's look at these a little more closely, right? I never remember to lock the door. In this circumstance, the door is unlocked because the person forgot to lock it, right? So he never remembers to lock the door, so the door is unlocked. The next one, I never remember locking the door, right? In this one, the person locks the door, or maybe doesn't lock the door, but he has no memory of doing it, right? So the door in this one is probably locked, but the person doesn't remember doing it. Where in the first one, the door is unlocked because the person forgot to lock it, right? So gerunds and infinitives, not always the same thing. Okay, thank you guys. Have a good one. See you next time.